as I came to understand as time went on, what he had written on the cards were his plans of what he was going to say to Mistress Burwell. What he would say to her, then what she would say, and based on what she would say, he would then flip to a different of his cards and then read it back. Because he was so very nervous that he would lose track of what he was saying and he would become too flustered to propose marriage.
Like that.
He's very like that.
I do that too. My word, my thought, my word. I'm doing right now.
Sometimes your thoughts move a little too fast for your mouth to catch up. Yes?
Yes.
It's the very same with Mr. Jefferson.
It's like trying to catch up with a running horse.
That's a very good way to put it.
Like if you fall off your horse and it runs off and you have to run and you have to try to catch it, you can only catch it when it slows down.
I see. Well, to protect against this runaway horse of words, Mr. Jefferson had written his plan of what he would say to Mistress Burwell. And the way I understand it is that Mr. Jefferson had arrived there to the ball, that Mistress Burwell was already there. She was dressed in beautiful silks. She looked anxious. And he nervously made his way over towards her.
She looked what? What did you say?
Beautiful as a picture.
Oh.
You know, a portrait.
Like, somewhat like, Queen Charlotte, but not as...
I don't know that anybody could ever be quite as beautiful as Her Majesty Queen Charlotte, but I'm sure Rebecca Burwell did her best. But at any rate, Mr. Jefferson went to approach and asked her for a word, and she granted him. And he asked her if he might speak with her on something very serious. And then she says to him, yes, go on. And he said, well, Mistress Burwell, I have something I want to ask you, and I want you to take it very seriously, and I want you to consider before you respond what I am asking and what your answer might be. And she said, yes, because she had an idea of what might be coming. Everyone knew that Mr. Jefferson was very fond of Mrs. Burwell. And so she waited for him to spit out his words.
Wait, I think that she knew that he was fond of her, and that's why she dressed so beautifully.
Well, one always dresses to impress at a ball, and this was certainly the case for Mistress Burwell.
Like the way cardinals use their male cardinals use their bright red feathers to attract the females.
Oh yes, wouldn't it be so nice if the males of our species would dress to impress us rather than the other way around?
Yes.
Alas. But Mr. Jefferson, he got rather nervous then with his cards, and I believe one of them had gotten put out of order, for then he started to lose his nerve. And Mistress Burwell asked, yes, what is it, Mr. Jefferson? He said, no, wait. He began to flip, and then he looked at her and looked at his cards and looked at her again. And do you know?
What?
He ran out the front door without ever having asked her at all. And I followed after him. The last I saw of Thomas Jefferson is he was running full tilt down Duke of Gloucester Street with the tails of his frock coat flapping behind him. The way I understand it, he went and got a horse, rode directly out to his mother's house at Charlottesville, over 100 miles away, and hasn't been back to town since.
Huh.